live in a world where humans have dominion over all other creatures. We choose to use that power to imprison, harm, and murder the vast majority of the animals that share this planet with us. Unless you are from one of the very lucky species that humans have decided deserve moral consideration, you are doomed to a life of misery and death. Vegans want this to stop. If there is absolutely no need to harm an animal, why would you? Because vegans want to save as many animal lives as possible, we are mocked, we are hated, and we are called militant. For a moment, I want you to stop and think, what if humans were not the dominant species on this planet? What if humans were the species being imprisoned, harmed, and murdered? If you and your entire family were having to suffer as these animals do, and vegan activists were trying to save human lives, what would your view of vegans be then? I think I know.
Save human lives! If anyone wants to debate me on this, come on over, let's have a conversation. Do you want to come over and chat about human lives?
No, mate, I'm alright. I don't want to hear any more of that vegan stuff. I've heard it all before. There's no way you're changing my mind. I just like eating humans far too much. How would I even start my day without a sliced human sandwich? Come on, bit of brown sauce. No way, not fussed. I'm alright.
So my name's Frank and I'm a vegan activist, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to have a chat with people on the street and see what they think about saving human lives and not just keeping them for food.
Alright, I'll come over and have a chat then, but you're not going to like what I've got to say. I'll just give you both barrels. I'm going to tell you everything I feel, so don't expect an easy ride with this one.
In our opinion, we should not be factory farming humans or farming them in any way whatsoever for their flesh when it's unnecessary for the rest of us to survive.
Well, that's it. Pigs have always eaten humans, haven't they? How are we supposed to survive without them? It's part of our evolution. We've always eaten them. That's why we've got these big brains. This is how we do what we do. It's how we've gone to space. And do you think that would have happened if we'd all lived on potatoes and bloody grass?
Pig's natural diet is not a human anyway. We've just acquired the taste over many, many years, and it's about time it stopped.
The thing is, it's the food chain, isn't it? It's like we're at the top of it, they're at the bottom, They're here for us. We do what we want with them, How else are we going to feed the world? What do you expect us to do? Just eat fruit and vegetables? Pigs have eaten humans for millions of years. It's how we are who we are. We can't just stop now.
Just because something is traditionally done and it's something that we're used to doesn't mean we should carry on doing it when we know it's not the right thing to do. So I used to eat as much human as the rest of us, but I have now opened my eyes and I can see that it's unnecessary and cruel, and we're trying to convince other people on the street today to give up eating humans.
We've always had a bit of human flesh in the diet there, and I think if we took that out, then our health would probably suffer.
So pigs can get all the nutrition they need from eating healthy, whole plant foods. There is no need in 2020 for any pig to be eating human flesh still. How would you feel if it was the other way around and humans had us in factories like we have them? Would you think it was acceptable then?
It's not going to be pigs in that situation, is it? Don't be stupid. The natural order of things is pigs are at the top, humans are at the bottom. That's just how it's always been. There's absolutely no way that it's ever going to be in reverse of that, is it? We're just the superior species.
I don't think we're going to see eye to eye on this. I believe humans deserve just as much moral consideration as cats and dogs and all the other animals. I don't see any difference.
I personally don't see any moral problem with it. As long as we're killing them pig mainly and there's no issues, I don't have a problem, to be honest. I really don't. I do see what you're saying, but you've got to see what I'm saying. I don't think that humans deserve the same sort of treatment as a pig. They're an inferior species, they've got lesser intelligence, and to be honest, in my opinion, they've been put on this earth by God for us to eat and do what we want with, and that's it. That's just how I feel.
It's actually been proven that humans are slightly more intelligent than dogs. So if you're going just solely on intelligence, which I don't think you should, then really you shouldn't be eating them. Not if you choose not to eat a dog.
What you vegans don't consider is all the animals that die in the crop harvesting. You never think of that, do you? You never bring that one up. Always stand over as morally superior, saying, oh, you shouldn't eat humans. What about all the other animals, all the insects, all the rest of it? You never bother to mention that, do you?
I will admit it, there are some crop deaths for insects and other smaller animals when we're harvesting food to eat, but there are many, many, many more times animals harmed in the production of human flesh and their secretions.
mean, you answer me this question then. If you were on an island and there was nothing to eat there except a human, what would you do? I tell you what you'd do. You'd eat the human like the rest of us, and you'd get off your moral high ground, wouldn't you? Because there'd be nothing else to eat, and you'd have to survive. So you would eat the human just as all the rest of us would.
Come on, not the old vegan island one. You know, if I was on an island and there was humans there, then the humans would have had to been eating something to survive, wouldn't they? So I think I'd just eat what the humans ate. I certainly wouldn't start eating the humans. What's your thoughts on human milk? I mean, in my opinion, it's extremely strange for pigs to be drinking milk from another species way past weaning. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't know what else you're expecting to put in my coffee in the morning. There's no way I'm using any of that oat milk and that almond milk, so there is absolutely no substitute for human breast milk in your brew in the morning. Nothing else tastes the same, and I'll be honest, I'm not giving up the cheese anytime soon. Human cheese. It's literally the best thing on the planet.
I have some footage with me now showing what goes on inside a factory farm. Would you be interested in looking at that to see what your food choices are doing to these animals?
Are you telling me this is common practice in a UK farm? No, there's no way. I mean, there's no way that the humans are treated this way. Well, I'll be honest, I had no idea that's what was happening, you know, and I really thought we were treating him a lot better than that, you know. I mean, I've always thought that they have to die, you know, for us to live, but it doesn't mean we have to do it in the worst way possible, does it? So, yeah, I mean, you're changing my mind a bit here now. You know, I've had a look at that, and I didn't think that's what was happening. So, I don't really want to be a part of that. So, if you give me a website or something to go to, I'll have a look into it, and I might give this vegan thing a go, because if this is how humans are treated in the factory farms, you know, and you're saying that we can survive okay on, you know, like fruits and vegetables, then that's probably what I should be doing.
Thanks for stopping, and thanks for the chat. I really, really appreciate it. And if you are serious about making the change, go to the website that I gave you. You know, there's loads of good resources there, and you can definitely make the change. See you later.
Well, thanks very much. You've absolutely opened my eyes. I'm going to go away. I'm going to have a look into it. I'm going to make the change. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Can't believe I've been part of this. I really can't.